Hello, welcome to another video. Welcome back. My name is Nick and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Yo, you're making me famous. Anyway, so today I'm checking out Amelia Watson. I've watched like a clip or two here and there, just like as I'm browsing YouTube if we're watching Apex, but I've never actually like sat down and watched her play, so I'm excited to do so. So a lot of you guys suggested her. Thank you so much for the recommendation. I do have a list of people that I am getting to, so don't worry, your person's probably gonna come. And real quick, a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, have been asking me to review the VTuber tournament that's coming up, or I think that took place already. As I've stated before in a comment, I haven't really like said it to all of you guys yet, but I don't have very much scrim/tournament experience. I have some, but not a lot, right? But I'm still willing to give it my best. Okay, I'll do my best. So yeah, I'd be down to take a look at the tournament. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna pin a comment in the replies to that comment. If you guys would link me a VTuber stream for me to look at and give me a timestamp for a game that you want me to review. So I need the streamer, the source, and the timestamp for the game that you want. I would prefer it if the game lasted fairly long. That way I have more to work with. Not necessarily even winning. Like winning, I mean, sure if you want, but I'm thinking like maybe top 4, top 5, somewhere around that range, so that way I can have some like enough content to work with. So yeah, I would appreciate that if you guys want me to do it. But besides that, in the pinned comment on the last video, I was asking for some ideas on what kind of things you guys want to see from me on this channel, and some of you have given me some decent ideas, and so I'm very much considering those. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do them. And so yeah, I'd appreciate it if you leave a comment and think about what you want to see that maybe isn't exactly a VOD review. It can be Apex related, it can be VTuber related, it can just be like I don't know, you want me to go in the Japanese servers and try to make friends in Japanese because nobody uses their mic and I can speak very little Japanese, but I'm learning very little, right? If you want me to embarrass myself going in the Japanese servers, you know what? That might be something I would consider. But yeah, I see all your recommendations. I'm trying to get to them, but unfortunately I have a thumbnail artist, right, who I commissioned to make these thumbnails, right? And you know, I have to pay for them. And so as much as I want to do more than 2 videos a week now, I can't really afford to do so, but hopefully my channel should be approved for monetization soon. So hopefully we can get that done and then I can start uploading more because I can afford to do so. So yeah, we're just gonna get into the video. Amelia Watson, if you're watching this, big fan, one of my in the top 3 for me. Maybe listen, I do have a blonde bias. That very well might be it, but I'm just gonna pretend it's not. I'm not a simp, but like a little bit. All right, so let's just get into it. Remember, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Thursday, and Friday at noon Central Standard Time. Follow me on Twitch and then follow me on Twitter because I post a lot of crazy things on Twitter. And some people might say I have controversial opinions, but you know what? Standing up when you wipe is superior to sitting. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna wipe my butt the way that is better. All right, let's get into it. I'll see you at the end. Bye. All right, so she's on she's on Octane.
I figured something out.
Octane not the greatest for ranked, but that's not really, it doesn't really matter too much until you get into like platinum, and even then team comp doesn't really matter until you hit like diamond. So you can honestly just play whoever you want until then, as long as you're cracked enough.
Hello. I was reading something. Hi.
Oh my god, guys, she speaks English. I can understand what she's saying. Oh, this is a new thing for me when I'm doing these videos, okay? I'm just so used to not being able to understand what they're saying.
Extreme, I haven't done anything toxic.
Watson, big fan. In the rabbit hole. Down bad, simping bad. Y'all can't judge me because you're in the same place. You're in the same spot. I know y'all down bad. I know y'all simping bad.
I haven't done anything toxic.
All right, so we're going to construction. I wish you would look around more. Oh, she's not jump master.
Where's
But still, I
BGM?
like she looks
I don't know,
around.
it's been nice playing without BGM. Do you need the BGM?
Just real quick remember, this is a casual review, okay? Casual review. The last one is pretty hardcore, right? This one should be better if you're more new to the game, I think.
Do you need it? My voice isn't good
In
enough
bronze
for you, is
4.
that what you're
I'm
saying?
assuming.
I am not entertaining enough for your brain. You need to have the BGM in the background. Plus, isn't it better like this? Because then you can listen to your own music instead of my music.
Facts.
Which is just a loop of a 2-minute song over and over again.
Oh, so they moved away from, I can't see the map. So they moved away from construction. I'm assuming that either this Horizon didn't want to contest in this building, or they saw another team going to construction. So that'd make 3 teams going construction, and they pulled
Do you
off.
need it? My voice isn't good enough for you, is that what you're saying?
That's my assumption.
I am not entertaining enough for your brain. You need to have the BGM in the background. Plus, isn't it better like this? Because then you can listen to your own music instead of my music. This is just a loop of...
It is a little bit harder for me to like think because I can hear, I actually understand what she's saying now. The Japanese is kind of like white noise, you know? What's her FOV at? Is your FOV at 90? What's the default? Would definitely recommend turning your FOV up the max, especially if you're on mouse and keyboard. If you're on controller, would still recommend it, but it might be a little bit more helpful because aim assist helps is more effective with a smaller
I'm ready to
FOV.
fight.
But when you have a bigger
I'm ready to
FOV, you
fight.
can see
We're
more,
not landed by
and it should be more
I hear
useful.
bullets yet. I heard somebody to my left.
If you hear somebody, I would recommend taking height immediately, just so you can see what's happening, see what's around you. You're fighting. Very pug, very cool.
Gold?
Gold alternator definitely better than base alternator. Ping. Oh yeah, they're fighting.
Coming.
So I know she's going into a fight right now, but generally speaking, I think you should have your gun away. You run faster with your gun away, without any guns when you just have your fists out, right? Like she's been running around with her gun out the entire time. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but I think later on, you want to do things as quick as possible, especially when you get to the higher ranks. You want to loot as fast as you can, blah 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 blah, and you know, saving through. It's valuable time that you're saving going from piece of loot to other piece of loot with your gun away because you can run faster, right? But it's not that big of a deal right now. But generally speaking, hipfire monster, let's go. Nice retreat to height. Nice. I love this. She used the pad that was there and immediately took height, which that horizon that she's shooting at was just not expecting. Beautiful. Beautiful retreat, have a better angle. I don't know about dropping down, but is that her teammate? Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's not. Dude. Guys, I'm telling you, hipfire, alternator, flatline, best hipfire guns in the game. 1000% best hipfire guns in the game. Don't sleep on them. Maybe the Peacekeeper as well. Obviously, they're better than guns in the alternator, but the flatline is a very high risk, very high reward. So, in terms of ADS, it's got crazy recoil when you're ADSing and you're aiming and you're shooting that way. But if you can control that, it's just destruction, right? And then it just also has god tier hip fire. So I would even argue that if you can control a flatline, you're gonna have a better time. You're gonna be melting kids way easier than you have with the R301. Is she gonna res? Very bug, very cool. Take your teammates, go res them.
Somebody else is going.
How many?
Just one person. I can fight.
Oh, you got this. You got this. You're a god tier gamer, Ame. You're a god tier gamer.
Okay.
Okay, if he's running like that, my best guess is that he's running to his teammates. Maybe?
You know what? Never mind.
I just want to say, back on the hipfire thing. Okay, a little hipfire lesson, okay? Hipfire up close. Do not ADS up close unless you have like a mastiff or something, right? Because when you aim with the mastiff, it actually tightens the spread. So when you're up close and personal, right? ADS will only reduce your strafe speed and make it easier for enemies to hit you. Basically, when you're up close, your number one goal is to avoid bullets, and then your number two goal is to hit the enemy. You need to prioritize survival over killing, because you're gonna have more. The longer you survive, the more opportunities you're gonna have to kill somebody, right? Okay, guys, Nick in the future. I just want to talk really fast about how I generalize maybe a little bit too much. I just want to say that when you're strafing with your gun, right, you're making it a lot harder for your enemy to hit you, and thus I think you're being more aggressive. Assuming that you can control your tracking while you're strafing, which is really hard, which is not an easy job. Like it's difficult to do. But I don't want to make it seem like, you know, strafing and avoiding bullets means that you aren't being aggressive, if that makes sense. I said that strafing and avoiding bullets and surviving should be your number one priority, but it's more like strafing and avoiding bullets should come naturally with the killing part, right? So it's like they're one and the same, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I had a better idea about 2 minutes before I pressed the record button, and I'm losing it. And yeah, maybe it's a little bit unclear last night when I was recording this whole video, because it was like late and I was tired. And yeah, so just there you go. So I would definitely recommend hip fire in close range. It's super strong and you avoid more bullets, and especially with guns like the flatline that are super accurate and have that great reticle to aim with, would definitely recommend doing that, okay? Because it's going to help you out and you're going to survive your close range battles. It's going to be a lot easier to track because you're not zoomed in as much, and it's just overall 10 out of 10. Would recommend hip firing close range. Okay, ADS close range is basically pointless unless you get like a wingman or Mastiff, Peacekeeper, things like that. Strafing and avoiding getting hit, #1 priority. Shooting them and hitting them is very close. Is a very close second. Very close. Resin? She's resin? What was that noise? Resin not a bad idea. Although you're gonna get W keyed by anybody in the area that sees you resin. As you should. The thing about bronze lobbies is that you don't really get punished for things you would in higher ranks, so you can get away with a lot more.
Teammate, what are you doing?
Bronze lobbies is a good place to just practice your aim. So if you're new to the game, you know, don't worry too much about positioning and stuff like that. To focus on like ganking people left and right, you know?
Alright, let's run.
When you're in bronze lobbies.
Okay. Better.
Fat loot.
Better.
The syringes. Oh, the syringes.
Actually, I don't know if that's worth it. I'll just throw it right now.
Alright, so generally speaking, you only ever need 1 stack of syringes at a time, so 4. And then 2 medkits, right? You definitely need to be carrying more shields than syringes, because your shield's your first line of defense, right? Your shield's gonna be taking the most damage. Your health, not as much, right? So it makes sense that since your shield is taking more damage than your health, you're gonna have to be repairing it more. So this is why you generally want more shields than syringes. So 1 stack usually fine. As for shield cells, depending on your backpack, I would say 2 stacks of cells or 3 stacks of cells if you have a bigger bag, and then 1 stack of bats or 2 stack of bats.
No. Yes.
Is there a guy there? Am I tripping?
There was somebody close.
The flatline's wild, bro. Flatline goes left, the recoil pounder's left, then right. No. Nice surprise angle. Angles that the enemies are never expecting are huge. Huge. Retreating to cover.
Okay,
Resing behind cover, big rain. Always your heads behind cover if you can. You usually can. It's tracking at the end. Alternator's a good gun. Alternator's a beast. Probably use your Phoenix there. Maybe. Low healing?
Not use big shield, use baby shield.
So you want to use big meds in an emergency in the middle of a fight, which it sounds like she's still in. That's a general rule of thumb. If you're in an emergency, big shields. If you are not, you're chilling, you can use small. But if you're in the middle of a fight and you have like 25 shields left missing, then you should use cell. You're chilling. Within reason. Beaming. I'm telling you, if you learned... Rod! Yep. Go. Nice. Oh.
What the fuck?
Wait, what was that? Was that canceled out by the Horizon Q?
What the fuck? Thing? It messed with my jump!
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Bullshit! We need that.
Bro, I'm teaching me.
I need that. Gimme. Thank you.
Guys, whenever... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've watched a lot of Gura and Amelia. They're like some of the first ones that I watch. I love it when Gura goes, meh. Like my favorite thing.
Now two.
I watch them a lot when they play like Minecraft and other games. I haven't really watched Amelia play Apex too much. Just clips in here and there.
All reloaded.
I'm simping really hard right now, like internally. I'm down bad. So bad.
This is all looted.
I'm gonna play Apex with me.
All looted.
My dream to play Apex with an anime girl. That's the dream. Y'all can't act like you don't have that dream too, okay? Don't. I know I'm not the only one. You can make fun of me, but I know you're the same way. So I can't really see your map.
Soot wrong. Soot.
Huh?
I just see somebody down there.
Sut?
Sut. Roof.
Suit? What's happening? I'm just so confused. My brain is way too small. Anyway, this is a good building to be holding. I can't really see your map, which I'm assuming is to avoid street snipers. That's my guess. So I don't really know where the circle's going. Is she in circle? Is that lighter? I can't tell. But anyways, this is a good building to hold if it is in circle. This building is always strong to hold. Only annoying thing is that you have to, like, this whole side, you're almost pretty exposed. I always love to stay at this building with sniper rifles.
Suit sounds like suit. S-U-I-T. English is weird? Yeah, it is. It is weird. There's a lot of weird arbitrary rules.
I don't know what
That's
that
the
word
right
means.
Arbitrary.
English is always my worst subject in school.
Hello. I like the default. Yeah,
Guys, I've been learning Japanese.
I don't know. Moira really suits her.
And I've started to realize, like,
Yeah, I like the default Moira skin.
English is just so much more complicated. I know there's like symbols and stuff like that
Let's go
in
get
Japanese, which is like kind of weird.
Okay, we're gonna
But
run
like
away.
English
Okay,
is
let's
just
go
so
to
much
them.
harder.
That's a good idea.
There's just so many rules, and like they don't even make sense half the time. Why? Teams fighting over there, very pog. I would definitely recommend going left. Get one team in between you guys.
Oh, they have gold armor. Okay, I made a mistake a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. You kind of had the element of surprise before.
Let's wait. Let's wait here. Let's wait here.
I don't know what waiting here.
Okay, you're not. Oh,
They kind of
God.
just wasted their ult. So,
I'm
hold on.
behind a rock.
Alright, so we know there's a team here in tunnel and the team over here to the right. Right? So, I kind of agree with waiting it out. I generally speaking, I think that's a good idea. Good idea on her part. My only problem is where she chose to wait out. I would definitely recommend be like over here in like that truck, because I'm pretty sure it's like a vehicle over to the left. Generally, the general rule is that you don't want your teammate to have a higher ground than you, and that's kind of what it is. You're kind of hiding downhill, which gives them a height advantage, right? So I would definitely recommend moving over here just to be on more even ground and don't let them have that advantage. And by moving this way, you literally pinch this team in tunnel in between you and this team over here on the right. It's just placement of waiting. Waiting's a good call. I agree. Waiting's a good call. Waiting for them to duke it out. Then you clean up remnants or leftovers. But yeah, I would definitely recommend be over here. You don't want to give them a height advantage unnecessarily.
Here, take this. Okay.
Wait, what?
Because they were being chased to me. Here, take this. Okay. Because they were being chased by another team, so if we wait for them to push.
Yeah.
This is not. This is.
I agree.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it's not the greatest position to be in.
Wait for the second team to push, and then we can push at the same time, and then everybody will be confused and distracted.
Okay, don't push at the same time. Wait
And
for
we
some
have
knocks.
people over
Wait.
there on train.
Wait for them to fight each other a little bit, then you push in, right? Wait for them to knock each other, then you push in. Acknowledging where another team is.
And they're still shooting at people over here. Now we have shooting over there.
Always identifying where other enemy teams are, even the ones that you aren't fighting. Very important. Good job.
We should support our teammates.
Yeah, well, those
And I
guys
think
aren't
those people
fighting.
they were shooting at are not pushing them.
They're in the same. They're literally that same team that you want to push is in the same boat as you. They're waiting for you to push that tunnel team. That way they can come and mess with you.
Uh oh.
Yeah, it's a good call to move. I agree.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Just
You
go.
don't
It's
let them
okay.
push? This is not a good spot for you, Bloodhound.
Uh-oh. You don't want them to get over there. So, in this situation, I think Amelia has made the right call to go left. The thing about Apex, just in ranked in general, is that placement is important. You follow your gut. That's what I'm trying to say. Follow your gut. Amelia, I think she had the right call too. If her teammates don't want to go, then she goes. Amelia just leaves, right? I think she leaves, and then her teammates die. That's their problem, right? Then Amelia can just rat it out, get placement, and get points, right? She probably won't win because she's a solo, but she still gets points at the end of the game by lasting longer. At the end of the day, I mean, it is a team game, but it's also like, it's very solo. It's still very much a solo game. You know, if you play smart and you play right, you can probably won't win, but you can very much get second or third place almost every game if you play smart. And that gets you points. So if you're playing for points, trust your gut. You know, if your teammates want to make the wrong call, then that's their problem, right? That's their problem. You do what you think is right and you commit. And you know what? If your gut's wrong, that's fine. If your gut's wrong, that's fine. You learn from it.
Okay.
So my truck would definitely recommend you keep going.
I don't know where
Alting's jump pad makes me very uncomfortable because when you jump off of it, you go in like almost a straight direction. Obviously, you can jump again and go in a different direction, but it's spooky. It's spooky, you know what I'm saying?
We're not in a great spot.
I'm sitting on my leg right now and it's hurting. But I'm not known to be intelligent anyway, so.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Nice. Fat PK. Oi.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. You ain't want it.
Into the zone. Let's get a good spot.
Let's get a good spot. Agreed.
Skipper. I don't
You have a lot
want
of
it.
kill points right now. Would definitely. Sorry, I just don't know about the line. You have a lot of kill points right now, so at this point, you can't get any more. So you might as well just get a good spot and just vibe there into the end of the game. That's how it usually is in higher ranked. You want to get your kills early because any fight you start mid game you're gonna get third partied. So definitely would recommend get as many kill points as you can early on in the game. Mid game, just establish good positions, and then end game, that's when you get the rest of your kills. When you've already taken a good position, and then you're forced to fight at the end. That's if you're really trying to get points. Not exactly the most fun way to play, but if you're really trying.
I can't help you.
Crap bats. Crafting is huge. Especially since they added the what the heck are they called?
Gotta be careful if I back to there's this team there.
Bats. You see how she's pinging teams around? You see how she's figuring out where teams are? Listen, that very much will strategically speaking, that distinguishes a good player from a bad player most of the time, right? That's what a good player will be like. Okay, where are the enemy teams? That way they can have the most information possible, which she's doing, which is very good.
Ah, there it is. Someone's out there. Oh no, it's a pedal. It looked like a person sliding down the hill.
I thought she said pedo.
Okay,
I was
ignore
like,
that. Right there. Okay.
I can understand what she's saying, but is this a good thing for me? I'm just mishearing her.
Let's order some shields.
Oh, there it is. Crafting bats is huge. How much are they?
I love that.
How did I miss that? 20. Okay. How did I not know that? Craft bats all the time. I think I have Alzheimer's, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest. Underestimate the replicator. I'm telling you, you can go from 0 shields to like 18 bats.
Typing sound, it's so nice.
Crazy. It's actually bananas. That fight line's been dangerously low on ammo this whole game. Been getting more if possible. Alright, so would definitely recommend standing still like this, okay? Look how like exposed you are, like from here, probably in from the right too, and behind you, right? So you don't want to stand still pretty much ever. Because you just kind of want to always assume that somebody's a sniper rifle trained on you, right? It's just pinned staring straight at you, right? So just to be safer, just in case, you always want to be moving. 80 spamming or joystick spamming, you know, you just want to be moving. You want to make it as hard as you can for somebody to get a headshot on you with a Kraber, because that will knock you. It's not gonna be a fun time. Look like this.
People are gonna be coming from here. People are gonna be coming from here. So you gotta be careful.
Yes. I love that.
From here, people are gonna be coming.
Establishing where people are going to come from, very big information, and it's very important that you play off of that information. If you know somebody's coming from this direction, a team rolls up here, and then you are over on this bridge fighting this team, right? This is a bad call, because based off of where you can guess teams are gonna be, this means that your back could very well just be run up on pretty easily. So you very much want to play in a position where you think your back's going to be cleared, if possible.
From here, so you gotta be careful.
Yes, love it.
Yep. Got it.
Flatline recoil, go crazy.
How is that? Oh.
Yeah, break that ulti. I would run over and back up your teammates. I would probably go through that doorway. I would definitely be fighting with your teammates, holding a different angle from them.
Was that? That's our. Okay, so.
Yeah, this doorway is probably the move. Oh, it looks like there's 2, so be careful. Ulti hip fire go crazy. It go crazy, I'm telling ya. Okay, now your teammates, are they backing you up a little bit? Okay. thing about Octane's jump pad when you're retreating is that you go directly up into the air. When you're trying to run away and break the enemy's line of sight, using Octane's jump pad, you actually stay in their line of sight even longer because you go up into the air and they can see you because there's no cover in the air, right? So just keep that in mind whenever you use Octane's jump pad to escape. Probably a good time to heal. Would recommend just binding your meds to like a key button, to like a key, or just like, I think the default is you press 4, right? You press 4 to use a med kit, and then you hold 4 to do a scroll wheel and select the med kit. It just takes less time than going into your inventory because even if you, like she was doing shield cells earlier, I think, and it takes a while. It takes a while to do shield cell after shield cell, just going into your inventory every time. So yeah, just generally speaking, it takes more time to go into your inventory and click things, and those are very precious seconds that could be used for something else. I would recommend breaking this habit if possible.
Unnecessary.
Going into your inventory could very well cost you some damage. Rip. Nice. Got the hipfire's nuts. Beaming. All right, so did you see how she swapped to the red shield? Well, the only reason why a red shield would be on the ground if it was swapped for something else. If you guys ever see a red shield on the ground in the middle of a fight, it's empty. 99% of the time.
Fuck!
Oh! That was unexpected.
Damn it, I almost made it out. Teammate res me.
Rolling.
Res me.
Did that Pathfinder just walk really slow? Or is that just your animation? Oh.
Okay.
Wait, so there's a team right in front and then a team right behind her.
It's over.
Very well could be. Nice shield swap. Any health is better than no health. In the line of sight, risky bisky. Break line of sight. Oh. Alright, so remember I just said break line of sight? When you're running away, your primary goal is to break their line of sight. That way they can't hit you, right? If they can't see you, they can't hit you. Right, and so the best way to break the line of sight was to immediately hide behind this thing. I'm assuming she wanted to jump over this. That's what it looked like she wanted to do, right? So by going straight forward and jumping over, you're in their line of sight much longer, and they were able to see you and just see you for longer, thus have more opportunities to hit you, right? So what you probably could have done is move left, right? Break their line of sight, and then as they are rushing you behind this thing, that's when you go boom, right? You jump out and you fall down. I think jumping down here was probably the best idea because look how little cover you have to the next piece, right? If you ran from here to here, you would get beamed. So I definitely think going down is the right move. It's just, I think you should have come here first and then jump down, right? Give them less opportunities to hit you because they would have been focused on running here. And go boom. I think you would have survived longer. But nice. Overall, not a bad game. GG's.
I couldn't carry my team!
Sometimes your team brings you down, you know? Overall, GG's. Good game. She played well. There are definitely things to improve on, but there are definitely things for everybody to improve on. So definitely don't want to, take shots at her, but she's, like I said, she's a good gamer. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hi, Amelia, big fan. You like the color red? Because it's all I got. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at noon. Just a reminder, I remind you guys a lot. It's because I really want you to follow. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter too. I post a lot on Twitter, and I'm going to be posting a lot on Instagram. And I do post on TikTok. But those are, if you like adult drinks, feel free to follow me on TikTok if you're old enough. If you're a young underage, do not follow me. Alcohol not for minors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Love you all. Remember, if you want me to view a specific game / POV from one of the VTuber tournaments or from the VTuber tournament, feel free to link it down below with the timestamp in the replies to the pinned comment that I have down there, okay? And yeah, I'll catch you later.